Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Death Game. It's probably been a little while because I've been uploading a ton of videos, and I probably haven't scheduled even half of them. But I just want to let you guys know I'm on that grind, man. I got 306, and I had to re-record a little bit of this video, so I decided to just go ahead and fast forward through the chapter. I didn't really read anything. And because the game fucking crashed. I don't know why it crashed, so I was like, you know what? I'll just replay it. I don't care. So that's what I did. So I lost about 60 rupees. I had a bunch. So yeah. Oh, it's probably been a while since you guys have seen one of these videos, because I know that I will have probably uploaded about half of the Halo videos. I'll probably have a couple of Halo 2 videos out because you guys wanted Halo 2 videos. And yeah, I don't know how any of those videos are going to do, but hopefully they do well. Otherwise, I've been wasting my time even more. So, anyway, without further ado, I've never heard of this game. Espionage, adventure, and romance. You only love the rice. You're right, I do love the rice. Alright, let's see. Ads by Genius. I don't know what this Genius is. What voice did I do for Lloyd? I'm trying to remember. It's been like a week since I've recorded Death Game. So I've been working on just playing Halo for a little bit. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it was like the deep voice, the deep man voice. It's probably one of them. Allow me to wet my throat with some water. God, I hope my body's failing me. Gives me a reason. Alright, everyone. We're meeting here because we need to agree on how to cast our votes. Oh, wait. Okay, the coin of deciding is right here. Right next to my other phone that has a timer on it. So that way I can go ahead and cut this. That way I know how long the video is going to be. Oh, God, it's Courtney. Okay. What voice did I do for her? Okay.
What if we all refuse to vote? He wouldn't kill all of us, would he?
Well, no, because then the game would end, so... Shit's gonna get wild, partner. I wouldn't put anything past a maniac like him. You don't say. What voice did I have for fucking Andrew? Is Andrew the bitch or is Lloyd the bitch? I think it's Andrew. I don't even know how to cast my votes. Is he going to kill us if we can't figure it out? Has anyone figured it out yet? I think we'll use those strange machines. What? You mean the device in my house? I tried to turn it on, but I couldn't. The game master will probably take care of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. He'll remotely activate the machines when he's ready for us to vote.
Yeah, he will, won't he, Tetsu? You fucking little bitch. You think I don't know? You think I haven't seen into the future? You're lying to yourself, Tetsu. I know nearly all. Alright, let's keep going. I hate being at his mercy like this. So we just get to sit around and waiting for those machines to come on? Yep.
Indubitably indeed, my good man.
Before we vote, We need to agree on how we're going to do this. This chair is actually not very comfortable. I might honestly throw it out. Because, like, the back doesn't lock, so it's got, like, a little lever on the bottom to lock it, but it doesn't fucking lock at all. It's supposed to fucking lock. But, like, the most it gives me is, like, a slight bit of resistance. Just a slight. The ever most slight resistance. It's like making out with an ex-girlfriend, and she's in a relationship. You know? I don't know if that's a good metaphor of it. Just hear me out. You know, it's like you guys are in the throes of love. You guys haven't seen each other for like 6 years, and there's still just little flickerings of embers from your guys' burning hearts that only meld when you guys are near each other. You guys are such different people, but still at the core of your being, you're the very same. You guys were once one, and it's those two parts split from your own differences, born of your own neglect, fears, and desires, that you finally come to the throes of the passion you once had, igniting a flame that burns brighter than any other. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. If the vote ends in a tie, we'll be spared for 3 days.
I gotta read the logs. I think I skipped something. No, I didn't. Okay. Waha!
There's 8 of us, right? That means we could split the vote in half. 4 vote for one person, and 4 vote for another.
Oh, yeah? And who would be the lucky 2? Not me!
It has to be someone.
But what if we got mixed up? I feel terrible if I voted for someone and it wasn't a tie after all.
Yeah, if anything goes wrong, we could be... If anything goes wrong, we could be responsible for one of us dying. This is so sick. Purely radical. Absolutely bamboozlingly badass.
What if we vote for ourselves?
What?
We'll split the vote 8 ways. Everyone votes for himself or herself. We could just say themselves. You know? Gotta use a gender-neutral term because we live in that kind of society now where everything's ruled by the letter people. Essentially. Yeah, look at my nose fucking starting to run again. I need to stop doing cocaine. As if I could fucking afford cocaine. I can barely even afford cigarettes. You might be saying to yourself, oh, Ember, that's a sign that you should stop. I'll stop when my heart does, partner, and by the feeling of it, it feels like it won't be too much longer. Hopefully it won't be. I'm tired of breathing. I'm tired of waking up every morning to nothing changing and nothing going right. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of society. I'm tired of old men sending off young men to do their bidding when they can't even wipe their own asses. Anyway. That way we aren't at risk... I can't fucking read it. I don't know why I can't fucking read today. I can't fucking read, can't fucking speak. Maybe it is the sign that I should just end it. That way we aren't putting anyone else at risk except for ourselves. Like I want to vote for myself and die. I hope you fucking do, Andrew. You're a punk-ass bitch. No one fucking likes you. You have 0 fans in the Genius Pursuit of Fame. Just like me, you and me, we're 2 of a kind, except the difference is I'm not a little fucking bitch, okay? I'll vote for myself happily. It's better to risk causing your own death than someone else's. Indeed. Air nails. Praise her courage, don't praise her courage. Well, I know where this is leading, don't you? I got my quarter up. It's heads or tails. You already know. 1 head. 1 goes for heads, 2 goes for tails. We're going for best 2 out of 3 here. We got 1 for tails. Shit. We got 1 for heads. This is the tiebreaker right here. Place your bets in the comments, although I know barely any of you guys will comment. Can you feel it? Can you fucking feel it, bro? God damn it, heads. Let's praise her courage. That's a noble way of viewing it.
Noble? I'm not sure I'd say that.
Ugh. But it is. A lot of people would rather endanger someone else to protect themselves, but you view it in the opposite way.
Well, it's just the best way to do things, isn't it? Risk yourself to protect other people.
Yeah. I mean, that is a pretty good way of looking at it, but, you know, someone's just going to press a button that they shouldn't, and everything's going to go up in flames, my guy. Flames! Burning flames. Like I said, it's noble. Yeah, and being noble gets you fucked so hard in the ass you don't even feel it anymore. There's a difference between being noble and being naive. I think she falls under the category of naivete. No, it's just... She shakes her head.
There's nothing special about it. It's just the obvious solution.
Obviously not, since anyone thought of it. Now we're gonna go with option 1. I tapped it. Why aren't you doing anything about it, partner? Come on now. You don't like being called noble? She squirms and refuses to meet anyone's gaze. She could be the fucking murderer. Only murderers squirm.
There's nothing wrong with it except that I'm not noble.
Yeah, she definitely fucking ran over like a homeless man or something. Definitely. I'm calling it now. She definitely ran over a homeless man. A poor homeless man who was probably finally getting his life together. This guy named Bob the Hobo, you know, she fucking ran him over. He just got a response from, a place he applied to, unlike me. And, he's finally getting in touch with his family again. They're starting to actually put their faith in him that he's going to do better. And he just gets fucking ran over by some dumb bitch who can't accept fucking compliments like Hannah. You know, and just when everything was going right for him, it just gone just like that. All because she couldn't fucking look where she was fucking driving, even though she's driving probably about a 4-ton fucking vehicle at a speed of 60 miles per hour. She's going pretty goddamn fast, and Bob never even heard her coming. All he knew is he stepped out on that street to go into his first day at work, and he gets ran over. You know, just when everything was going right. Why would you do that, Hannah? Why would you do that to Bob the Hobo? Okay? He was a good man. He might have done some very horrible things in his time. He might have stolen from his mother's wallet. He might have stolen liquor from the liquor store. Alright? But he had demons he was running from. And the one day that the clouds parted to shine sunlight upon his grizzled old man face, you decided to run him over. In your ignorance, in your blindness, Bob the Hobo was killed. How could you do that, Hannah? Alright, enough about Bob the Hobo. Rest in peace, Bob the Hobo. We're going in circles here. I like circles. That's a good Post Malone song, actually. It is. Anyone who says otherwise is a punk-ass bitch. It's a good song. Oh my fucking god, okay.
It implies that the person has some particular sense of honor or something inside them that sets them apart from other people. I'm not like that.
You know, Hannah, you ran over a homeless man. I don't know what's going on here, Hannah. All right? I'm trying to be a nice person by giving you a fucking compliment, saying what you said was noble, and you're just deflecting it. All right? Like a force field. Okay? That's not okay. It's not okie dokie, Hannah. Are you sure? I'm sure. She's really going out of her way to deny that it was a noble offer. Why is she so serious about this? Because she ran over Bob the hobo. She ran over my boy. You have any idea the things Bob the hobo had to do to survive out here in the California heat? Alright? Everyone might think that it's just handouts for homeless people, but no, it ain't. It's fucking hot out there, man. It's been 100 degrees past few weeks. You have any idea what a bitch it is to survive out there? That man? You have any idea the things he had to do just when his life was going okay? To be ended by Hannah? They can't put that on there. To the coroner, he's just another John Doe. His bones will never be claimed by his family. They think that he devolved back into his horrible transient life. They think that he's lying in a ditch somewhere never to be reclaimed because they can't find him, when in reality his bones are awaiting to be buried or even cremated. His body, who knows? I don't. Bob the hobo's fucking gone, man. All because of Hannah. I don't know what I'm talking about. At least we know that you can get invested just a little bit, okay? Rest in peace, Bob the hobo, forever in our hearts. Really, Emperor Fox, this isn't a big deal as you're making it out to be. Okay, you know what, Hannah? I'm about ready to show you the power of gender equality, okay? Okay? You can take a fucking compliment, or you can take a fucking dick. Which one do you fucking prefer? Okay, and I need to lay off caffeine a little bit for the next couple days. God, I hope the game doesn't fucking crash again. For some reason, Genius Game's been crashing a lot on my phone lately. Now, I'm not saying there's a plot for me to stop making Genius Game videos. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I don't know why the fuck they're crashing so damn much. I need to lay off the caffeine, I said, as I sip on my Shasta Cola that I paid $1 for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for complimenting you. I'm sorry for pointing out your sordid past, okay? But what you did is not okay, and you've been running from it this whole goddamn time, and I don't know who the fuck you think you are. You cannot just cast out a man like that. He was trying to be a better person. You robbed him of that chance, and now you're robbing yourself of the chance for just a little bit of that light that you stole from that man. Alright? You need to stop it. You need to sit down, you need to think about your fucking life, and you need to accept the goddamn compliment because it is noble. It's the peak of nobility in society, not as a class, but as a frame of mind. People nowadays would not fucking sacrifice themselves for others unless they do not think their life is fucking worth anything, which I think is probably the case here. But just in case it isn't, your life has value, Hannah, and as well as you, my dear subscriber, my one of 5 viewers who will actually watch this. Your life has meaning, you just haven't found it yet. Maybe you're looking in the wrong corners, but your life does have value, so don't stop looking for it. You can thank me later. Or you don't. I don't care. I'm not here for things. I'm here to keep myself from going crazy. Which apparently I'm not doing a great job of. You don't believe me, do you? Don't make me go on a rant about our fucking government, okay? The American government is the most corrupt piece of shit that has ever walked. The second only to the Mexican government in the early 2000s. Okay? There were so many fucking greased palms you think everyone was taking a fucking dip in some lukewarm fucking frying oil. Okay, that's how greased these palms fucking could have been. Alright? The media does nothing but fucking focus our concentration in the wrong areas so that way we can't actually assist those who actually need it. The media is nothing more than a diversionary tactic for the greater people who actually still fucking watch the news. The news just carries so many fucking lies. You're like, well, I'd like to watch something that actually tells the fucking truth about something. I can't go on History Channel. Can't go on the Science Channel. They're lying to you. Wake up! Anyway, let's keep going. I think what you're trying to say, but to me, putting your own life on the line for other people is a major deal. It's what I couldn't do all those years ago. But it's different for other people. Yeah, it is. How many of these people that are in this game of Death Game would actually sacrifice themselves for others? Okay, besides the main character here. Besides fucking Hannah here. Kamiko would probably do it. I know her name's probably Kamiko or something, but I'm calling her Kamiko. Like Konami, but without the N, so it's like Kamiko. I might need to be medicated at this point. I think I am losing it a little bit. Why? They have so much to live for. They just need to stay alive so they can help, so they can continue to help people in other ways. That's very altruistic of you, actually. What? What about you? There's nothing special about me. I guess it's easier for me to put others ahead of me because I know their lives are more important. Don't ever belittle your own life. Most people would tell you to go ahead and put your life down and, for others. All right, like say, you got to hold out the area so that way your friends can escape. You're the guy who gets left behind. Your sacrifice will mean something. The continuance of their life. But that's probably not going to happen for most of the people who are ever going to watch this video. And that's completely okay. Because if we have to live in a world where that's the best case scenario, the world does not need to keep continuing. Anyway, let's keep going. Every life is important. Well, I am not necessarily pro-life, I am pro-choice. Only because there's a lot of people who should never have children. And I believe the option to go ahead and suck them out and then just, use them for something else or just feed them to fucking dogs and something. I don't really know. I don't know what the fuck they do with fetuses. I don't really care either. I mean, if they use them for medical research, cool. If they just if that's what dog food's really made out of, cool, I guess. Whatever. It's just, there's a lot of people out there who should not have children. Like a lot of them. I'm willing to bet that in about 10 years from now, someone's gonna have a child, and that child's gonna fucking ruin a lot of shit for a lot of people. I'm just gonna say your life is important to me. We're gonna go ahead and go down the simp route, not the synth. Some Fallout 4, motherfucker. Your life is important to me. Yes, it is. It's so important to me, Hannah. Every life is important. I don't know. Honestly, I'd sacrifice Andrew or Courtney. I don't really care about them. I fuck heavily with Lloyd, Kamiko, Maddie, and I guess Hannah. Everyone else, don't care. Your life is important to me. What? To you? Person? Yeah, probably Tetsu, too. I think he was there. I think he saw you run over Bob the Hobo. Yes. But why? I'm nothing special. You're a woman. I'm a man. Do you see what's going on here? I'm being driven purely by lust. Lust is one of the greatest motivators. But it gets you what you want sometimes. But afterwards, you realize, after you have that post-nut clarity, it wasn't what you wanted. It's what you... Well, actually, it is what you wanted, but it's not what you needed. Just remember that. Don't be driven by the wrong head, brothers. Stay up, I say! I like you. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. But I'm not. Please, don't undervalue your own life. Stay safe, for my sake, if not for yours. I'll try, if it means that much to you. it doesn't. I don't know. I would have never guessed that she felt this way. We basically just confessed our fucking love for her, dude. Like, how the hell is she supposed to take it? She probably doesn't even like us that much. We've literally not been on her side for most of the story. If anything, we've been on the side of Kamiko the whole fucking story. For at least most of the story. Does she really think her life is less valuable? Is that where her sense of self-sacrifice comes from? But why? What would make her feel this way? Depression. Definitely depression. Depression, sexual abuse, past physical trauma, including sexual abuse. I mean, the list goes on. She could have multiple mental disorders. She could have a learning disorder that was never properly fucking, evaluated or diagnosed. There could be a lot that's wrong with her that we just don't know about, and she just developed a very low sense of worth since then. We don't know.
I hate to interrupt your debate about life, but we have more important things to talk about.
This is important too. No, she's right. Don't you ever fucking say that again, or I'm gonna tell everyone about Bob the Hobo. I need to get back to the matter at hand. Of course she'd say that. She just threw our confession back in our face and shoved it down our throat, and punched us in the nose a couple times just for good measure. She offers me a weak smile. Don't you fucking smile at me, motherfucker. I hope you get fucking... I hope you develop fucking scoliosis and that back of yours just twists into something that's horrible. And, you're paralyzed from the neck down. And the person that you were probably in a relationship with at the time grows to despise you and actively cheats on you because they see you as nothing more than a burden. I hope that happens to you, Hannah. If you keep pulling this shit. Okay? Okay? I hope you're never able to hold that fucking gun barrel to your own head or your own mouth because you can't move your fucking hands. So what you do is you stare at a fucking gun on the wall for hours upon hours on end, hoping and wishing that you could fucking go ahead and do it. And then over time, it gets even worse and you're not even able to fucking talk. So you're just sitting there in that fucking wheelchair, being a fucking financial burden to everyone else. If you're gonna pull this shit, Hannah, that's what you fucking deserve. So does someone else, but we don't need to talk about that. There's a lot of people out there who are not good people. I'm probably one of them, who knows? And I'm not just saying that because the conversation was about me. All of our lives are on the line here. Okay, you know what, Hannah? You won me over. For now. Right. Then let's make sure we can protect everyone, including you.
And then unless there are objections, each of us will vote for ourselves.
We can do this. We can overcome the Game Master's plot.
I don't know, man. I don't think we can I don't think we can do that, Massa.
And then what? We'll still be trapped here.
It'll buy time. We'll have another 3 days to search for a solution. What if there really is a killer among us? I don't fucking know what we're gonna do, Maddie. We might just die. No, I don't know. No, there's definitely a killer among us. It's Tetsu and Hannah. Hannah murdered a homeless man. I don't really want to go on that tangent again. I take too much time just going on tangents and rants. I think it kind of shows my deteriorating mental state. Who knows? That's a chance we have to take. Honestly, it could be Maddie for all I know. She could have been the one who was actually driving the wheel that killed You know, she was driving the wheel. I meant to say driving the car. She was the one behind the wheel. That's what I was trying to fucking say. She ran over Bob the Builder. Who knows? Kamiko can't fucking drive. She's afraid of the dark. She would be out and caught dead driving out at night. There really isn't another option. We don't know who it could be, so we can't vote for them.
Well, we could sit around throwing accusations at one another, but that wouldn't be fun for anyone.
I don't know, it'd be fun for me. I'm throwing them, slinging them out. Just like my namesake on Discord for a while. I think it was, what was it? Slur Slinger Supreme? That was a good one. It was almost as good as my PUBG mobile name, which was Stillborn Smegma. It's fucked up, but it was funny. You know, I come up with some weird fucking names, dude. But that's what the Game Master wants. Make us paranoid so we turn into a screaming mob out to get one another. I mean, if Andrew has anything to say about it, that's where we're gonna end up being.
All right. I suppose now we just have to wait for the Game Master to contact us.
If everything goes as planned, the vote will be split 8 ways and we'll all survive. Here's hoping nothing goes wrong. Everything's about to go wrong. When the evening arrives, the machine in my house suddenly whirs to life. A screen flickers on and I'm greeted by the masked face of the Game Master. Ooh, what's he gonna say? Find out in the next video. No, I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Where's it first? Let's see. What was it? Oh, I'm gonna need water for this one. Cause I usually speak. People who understand when you make random ass voices, I have to speak from just from the top of my throat, but not. It's like the back of my mouth to the top of my throat. You know. That's pretty much where I talk from, and then I enunciate with. I enunciate more with my lips than I do with my tongue. If that makes sense to some people out there who actually like to fuck around with voices and stuff. That should make sense to someone.
Problem is, it hurts my back of my throat.
Alright. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Are you enjoying your stay?
Certainly not. I'm not happy. I came here for a gin and tonic, and I've been royally fucked in the ass. No condom, no lubrication. I've become nothing more than a sexual cadaver.
Okay, there we go.
Certainly not, my good man.
What now? Will he mock me? Criticize me for not being a good player or something like that? Instead, the Game Master continues on as though I didn't object. Because it's a pre-recorded message.
From our pre-recorded principal.
Okay, I've been playing too much New Vegas. Wait, maybe he's not actually listening. He's just broadcasting his message to us. Yeah, it could be the Tetsu out here with his mechanical knowledge. He knows something I know he does.
Despite some unexpected incidents, we've had a good game so far. And now, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The vote.
His image vanishes from the screen, replaced by a list of our 8 names.
So, who will be the next to die? Choose carefully, because whoever wins the vote wins the prize of death. And remember, if the killer wins the vote, you win the game.
Ugh, my throat faltered there. Here it goes. As uncomfortable as it makes me feel, I tap my own name and submit my vote. I hope I haven't signed my own death sentence. No, we signed someone else's.
Thank you for playing. Pleasant dreams.
The screen goes dark, just like the thoughts at 3 a.m. that I have every morning. Great. How am I going to sleep after that? Well, you'd be dead, so the sleeping part wouldn't matter. You'd be catching up on all the sleep you could possibly want. Still, there's nothing I can do but wait until morning and hope for the best. I kind of vibe with this music a little bit. In the morning, I feel much better. I'm still alive. It must have worked. When I go downstairs, I start to eat breakfast, but then the machine comes to life again and the game master appears on the screen. Fuck! Alright.
Good morning, everyone. I've tallied the votes, and I'm pleased to inform you.
I hold my breath.
That with a winning vote of 2, one of you was chosen for execution.
A winning vote. It wasn't a tie. Who was murdered? And more importantly, who the fuck broke the agreement? Find out, or not, in the next chapter.
You're adorable if you thought that was the end of the video!
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and continue on. My neighbors are probably gonna call the cops again. World End Girlfriend. Is there a time for love at the end of the world? You know, I was reading this book the other day. I think it's called like Dahlgren or whatever. It's about like a city, pretty much like caught. I think it was in like a dome or something. I don't remember. I read it a while ago, and it's actually pretty good. It's got a lot of fucking weird sex scenes in it, but it's a pretty good book. But the real thing is like, what does it state here? Hold on, let me move some stuff. I know I got it over here. Yeah, it's right here, right underneath my fucking survival guide. Let's see. I have the. I know this book's older than me. Hold on. Nope. 1974. That's older than my own mother. I have the 1974 edition of Dahlgren. I believe that's what it's called. I think it's a G. By Samuel R. Delany. A major novel of love and terror at the end of time. So it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same. I got it for like $3 at a used bookstore. It's pretty cool. It's got that nice old book scent to it, you know. Yeah, it's a paperback. I'm honestly kind of surprised it's lived this fucking long. Although I have a couple of other books from the 70s and a handful of ones from like the 50s and 40s that I do read every once in a while, but I can't really read them too often because they're really old. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish the video out. I stare at the screen, frozen in shock, terror, and awe. It wasn't a tie, but that's impossible!
Unfortunately, the target you selected was not the killer, so the game must go on. Better luck next time.
Then the screen goes black. I rush for the door, no longer interested in Breakfast. What are you talking about? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, because that's when you get to actually overeat a little bit. At least I do. I make breakfast alone. Because I am alone. Very alone. It's not fun. Okay, apparently we ran.
Oh god, please tell me it's not fucking Lloyd. If it's Lloyd, I might just give up on this game. It better not be fucking Lloyd. Please let it be Andrew or Courtney. If it's Andrew or Courtney, oh, you guys have no idea the amount of euphoric pleasure I will pull from it. Oh, if I get my hopes up, I'm gonna be disappointed. But I can't help it. There in the center of town, body impaled just like Rufus's was. Fuck! It's Officer Lloyd. Man. Where's the guy? Where the... God damn it. I like Lloyd. I need a Taki. I have a Ziploc filled with some Takis. I got the zombie ones, which are like, it's habanero and cucumber. I need a couple Takis to deal with this. I haven't had Takis in like a couple of years, so I got a bag because I got a coupon for it. Honestly, having them with Shasta is actually really fucking good. Alright. Press F in the chat for our boy, Officer Goddamn Lloyd. I'm gonna miss that son of a bitch. He was the only other voice of reason. I'm still suspecting Tetsu and Courtney, dude. Nothing has changed in 4 to 5 years since I last recorded this. Nothing. Well, a lot's changed, but not when it comes to this game. The officer's body is bloodied and bruised. He must have put up quite a fight before they killed him. There. So that means Courtney and Tetsu together killed him. You will be avenged, Lloyd. Just now you'll be avenged, Lloyd. I'll get them for you, buddy. The sole voice of reason. He who spouted logic at the end of our lives. All around, the others are emerging as well. Oh no. No. My fucking feelings exactly. I had to have some... I don't know, I had to console myself. Which making my lips look fucking white for some reason. Bro, at this point, I think it's you, but I know for a fact it's probably fucking Tetsu. Who's the traitor that broke the agreement? We all agreed to vote for ourselves. Well, let's think about this for a second. Let's go ahead and consider both of these options here. Maybe the game master lied. He didn't. Tetsu's definitely a fucking killer. Andrew's a bitch. Hannah definitely fucking ran over a poor innocent man whose life was finally on the rise, like I wish mine was. Kamiko, capable of killing a man, definitely, but you turn off the fucking lights and she's done. She'll fall flat on her face. And then you have main character, right? Main character here. I don't know. Main character, I don't think he's a killer. I think he's a little bitch. Not necessarily on the same level that Andrew is. And then you have Maddie. I don't know a lot about Maddie. It could be that she's the most elusive type of killer. One of those who wears a mask.
And then option 2 is going to sow a little bit of chaos, a little bit of discord that, you know, the game master probably wants. Game master totally not being fucking Tetsu or anything. He probably fucking is. So I think the best option here is to say maybe the game master lied, but with my gut, what's left of it at this point, I'm gonna say it had to be the killer, because only the killer would know the plan and deviate from that same plan. So that means we know for a fact, not just because he's dead, Lloyd was a fucking man of integrity, alright? People with integrity are so fucking rare these days, you cannot believe it until you rely on someone to, you know, have some integrity, and guess what? They don't. So, we're gonna go with option 2. But if you guys think I'm being in a bit of an idiot, we'll go ahead and we'll flip the fucking coin. The coin is siding. You know the drill. 2 is tails. 1 is heads. Let's go. That's 2 out of 3. Tails. Got 1 for tails. 1 for heads. Another 1 for tails. Means we have to go with option numero 2. It had to be the killer. Then is there really a killer among us? Oh my god, this game predicted Among Us! Okay, now I got that out of my system, we can go ahead and continue.
Then there really is a killer among us.
Among Us. But why? To kill the one person who is the seat of logic in this fucking situation? I don't like to think about it either, but we don't have a lot of possibilities. If there really is a murderer, maybe he or she. I know what you did. I know what you did to Bob. Hi everyone. Sorry about that. I had to go ahead and stop the video, and it's been a couple days. Someone tried getting into my apartment, and yeah, that was fun to deal with. So anyway, I'm okay. Thank you for being worried. If you weren't, that's cool. It's been a couple days. I had to go ahead and deal with that whole situation. That was so much fun, you know, especially with everything that's been going on in my personal life. But we're not going to get into that. So anyway, let's go ahead and finish this, because basically I ended up cutting it after 30 minutes because the guy actually did get into my apartment. Fucking tweakers, right? So anyway, this time I'm back. It's been like 4 days. So we're gonna go ahead and finish doing what we were doing here. And I had to go ahead and fast forward through a lot of the shit to get back to where we were. When I ended the video, but sorry you guys don't have to hear everything that went on. So anyway, yeah, without further ado, let's finish. I know I did this one, so I don't have to that one. One important question we're overlooking isn't who, but why? Why Lloyd? Because you killed the only source of fucking reason that there ever will be in this fucking shithole group. This little group of I don't know, incompetent bastards. I don't know why. Why wouldn't you kill Lloyd? If I was the game master, I'd have killed off Lloyd like the first, I don't know, day. Like he would have been the first guy impaled, basically, or killed and then have his body impaled. You know, I mean, it's what I would do. If you kill the seat of reason within a group, or the person who is the most reasonable out of the group and who thinks logically, then you go ahead and take them out, and then everyone else starts to scatter and bicker and turn against each other. It's quite fascinating, actually. But that's why Lloyd. Everyone looks at her. Unless we're dealing with a psychopath who kills arbitrarily. disregard what I said earlier. There must be a reason why Lloyd was chosen. I mean, of course, there's a reason. Lloyd was. There must be a reason why Lloyd was chosen. Kind of at the end of that, I don't need to finish.
Just like how all of us were chosen by the Game Master.
You're not fooling anybody. Okay? You're not. You're not fooling me. You're not, fooling. No, never mind. You're fooling everyone in the group but me. Lloyd was one of our leaders. He kept a cool head when things went bad, and he was working on a way to get us out of here. That's right. He was. He still could be. Very much so. If he was still alive. So you think he was killed to make it harder for us to escape? Oh, yeah, I forgot to turn it up. Sorry. Forgot. Either that or he learned something about the killer or the Game Master and they decided to silence him. They? Or is there more than one? Is the Game Master non-fucking binary? I don't remember him asking or telling us about pronouns. He didn't ask us to call him anything, so it's a him. Alright, let's go ahead and finish. Wait a minute. What is it? He points an accusatory finger at Maddie. You! I saw you! Arguing with Lloyd yesterday. What? Ah, yes, the ever-innocent red-headed character with blue eyes. They said that Lilith had red hair and blue eyes. I'm kidding, nobody's ever said that. It looked like you were pretty angry. Angry enough to want him dead. No, I'd never do something like that. She's wearing a flower dress, dude. How much of a threat can she be? The answer? The most dangerous in the group. What voice did I do for Courtney?
Maybe she's the killer. If we all vote for her next time, then we can go free.
I think that's what it was. Stop it. I'm not the killer. I didn't vote for Lloyd to die. Stop it. Tears rolling down her face, she races away. I mean, we do have 300 rubies here. Not trying to, show any more bling than is necessary. But just go ahead and admire for a minute 300 rubies. Alright. That's like 3 rhyme sessions. What am I talking about? It's just silly swan. I glare at Andrew and Courtney. What'd you have to do that for? I was only telling you what I saw. Yeah, well, fucking keep it to yourself, you little bitch. This chair is really starting to groan a lot. I don't know why. I probably have to oil it again. That's right, I oil my chairs. I get the best kind of fish oil. I even go to the health food store and I go and I get a bunch of those capsule tablets. You know, the ones that have like the little gel shit inside of them. It's got like fish oil and everything else. Yeah. I take my chair completely apart, cut one open, and rub it right on the holes where the nuts and bolts and screws and shit go in. Because I'm very, very hardware savvy. I know that nothing works better than fish oil and Coca-Cola. I'm kidding. Honestly, I probably need to spray more fucking WD-40 on it. It's been I think a year. I don't know. I hurry after her. Maddie! On the outskirts of the artificial town, I finally catch up to her. Wow, this is some nice scenery. This is some very nice scenery. It would be a shame If the conception happened. Okay, no SMT Nocturne fans? Okay, cool. Very nice. Anyway, hey. She's standing by herself, face in her hands as she sobs. She lifts her head to look at me. Do you think I'm the killer too? Yep. I don't know what to believe. No, of course not. Am I gonna let myself sound so innocent? Shall I never suspect a woman of being a murderer? Yeah, because women can't kill men. It's not like they've been doing it for years, you know. Financially, emotionally. Okay, we're not getting into that. It's a joke, okay? Men's mental health is a joke to women. Just remember that. No, of course not. She sniffs and wipes her eyes. Really? You darn tootin' toots. Really? I step closer to her and wrap my arm around her shoulder. You better not let this escalate, partner. You're not the sort of person who would do something like that. Thanks. Okay, that's a nice smile. Her eyes are a little farther apart than I would like, but very nice smile. 10 out of 10. That's not me fapping, that's me, clapping gently. Yeah. Did you really get into an argument with Lloyd yesterday? Yes. What was it about? Nothing worth killing a man over. What, did he take butter from your house? Did he? I'd understand, if you're low on butter, I might have some butter. Non-salted? I'm sorry, I can't help you. That's an extra $4 at my store. I can't afford to let that go. Just because you're flipping them doe eyes at me. You can't just bat them and expect me to just give you all the butter. No battering for no buttering. Okay, I gave myself whiplash. I mean, that kind of hurts. I wait patiently in case she has more to say. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to find out if you knew anything about my father. Your father? Who's your daddy? He's in prison, and since Lloyd was a police officer, I thought he might know something about him. Well, you fucking thought wrong. Unless you thought right. Maddie's father's in prison? What'd he do? Murder a man? Murder men? Women? Children? Undeserving terrorists? Given secret identities by the CIA? Is it just another case of Coca-Cola silencing an entire group of civilians? Oh wait, I might get assassinated for saying that. Oh well. But he refused to talk about it. Why is your father in prison? With a sigh, she shakes her head. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. No, it's not it. I don't mind. The thing is that's what I wanted to know. Oh, he's a political prisoner. There's still people who are in prison for a bunch of stuff that happened from 2017 to 2020, and nobody's heard hide nor hair. Seen, heard nothing about them. Apparently, they're still in prison and nothing's being done about it, but that's our justice system at work. And when I say our, I mean us, Americans. Just remember, you think you have political freedom. You don't. If you are one of the sheep, you're safe. But if you're not, you're silenced. The media is nothing more than a distraction from the true war crimes that have yet to be committed or are being committed. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish. Huh? My father was arrested when I was 10 years old. No one ever told me what happened. Even my mother wouldn't talk about him. It's definitely political. This is definitely a political arrest right here. Okay, I've done enough browsing on that 4chan. Okay, I don't go on 4chan. Last time I did, my phone got bricked. I don't know why. I don't know what I touched. I didn't touch anything. I don't know. I probably had bad fucking cybersecurity. Who knows? That's what you get for using fucking McAfee. Or McAfee. McAfee. You gotta use that Norton. That Edward Norton fucking antivirus software. That's rough. I'm sorry. It's definitely a political arrest. This guy's definitely being ass raped in jail somewhere. Well, I'm sorry, prison, not jail. He'd be dead if he was in fucking jail. He'd starve to death. In prison, he's probably being fucking raped to death. Showers everywhere. That poor fucking bastard. Lloyd recognized his name when I said it. I could see it in his eyes. But he wouldn't tell me anything. I'm sorry. It's just so horrible. And when I saw his body, a part of me thought, now I'll never get my answers. It's a terrible way to react to a man's death. No, not, I mean, kind of, yeah, but in the long and short of it, no, not really. See, it's one of those answers that's a yes and a no at the same time. It's more of a yo. You know, like yo. Like yes and no. Or you know. Or yeah. There. It's a yeah answer. It's understandable though. He was your best chance at learning the truth and now he's gone. It was definitely political. He's definitely a prisoner of politics. But then again, aren't we all? Yeah, I agree, Maddie. She shudders and steps closer to me. Oh. And any one of us could be next. Okay, you're sounding awfully murderous here. I wrap my arm around her and pulled her close. She huddles against my side, body trembling. Too bad this isn't a cliff where I could just push you off. We'll find a way out. We will survive this. I just hope I'm telling the truth. Yeah, you're not. You're not. There is no safety in this world we live in. They'll find you one way or another. They haven't found a way to take control of our minds quite yet. What? No fucking... That's it? That's what I spent 20 fucking rubies on? Thank God. I'm both disappointed and relieved. Later that day, I try to think of something, anything, that will make the situation feel more hopeful. Let me guess. Tetsu's gonna barge in here and tell me he found oysters in his fridge. Why were there no oysters in my fridge? Okay? Why? Am I not good enough to have those oysters in my fridge? Everyone else gets to have oysters, but not me. Why am I being singled out? Okay? If everyone's getting oysters in their fridge, I believe, I should also have oysters in my fridge. Because nowadays it's all about, everyone gets the same thing, which is, there's a little bit of that root that's in, certain other countries that we can't name right now. You know the ones I'm talking about. It's okay. Sometimes it's best to just go ahead and deal with not having any oysters in your fridge. There's Tetsu's radio. I knew it would be something having to do with fucking Tetsu. If we can get it working, that's our best chance. We still have Kamiko, too. She was one of our top leaders next to Lloyd. Always searching for a way out. I swear to God, she better not be fucking next, because I'm leaning towards Kamiko here. I'm glad that I've matured enough to actually be leaning more towards Kamiko. Or Kamiko. I don't know. I like Kamiko. It's like saying Arceus and Arceus. Arceus just sounds fucking better. Arceus just sounds fucking dopey and retarded. It's like, hi, I'm Arceus. Or, hello, I'm Arceus. I don't know. Arceus just kind of like rolls off a little bit better. I say Arceus even though I know it's Arceus. It's like calling Kyogre Koger. Or Groudon Groudon. Hey, Matt, what you doing over there? You got yourself a Groudon? I didn't read that. A knock at the door startles me from my thoughts. Oh, Jesus! Ember Fox, are you in there? No. Go away. I'm not fucking a bottle of Dr. Pepper or anything. Remain silent. I'm here. Can I come in? No, I'm naked and fucking a bottle of Dr. Pepper. I stand up and open the door, and Kamiko steps aside. Thank you. I was hoping we could talk. There's nothing to talk about unless you're here with another bottle of Dr. Pepper. I need the Dr. Pepper in my urethra. There's no other way to drink it. Sure, what about? Where were you the night Rufus died? Sitting in here, trying to make Dr. Pepper butter with my own semen. It's not working. I think I lack lactose. Maybe it's all the lactate milk I've been drinking. I don't know, but whatever it is, my Dr. Pepper butter, cum butter, has not been working out very well. And to be honest, it's scaring me how many bottles of this I have molding in my bathroom. Pretty soon I shall be taking a bath in this. Some of it's crusty. Stop. You're probably wondering why Dr. Pepper? Because of my every day I make myself not want to go ahead and put a shotgun barrel in my mouth. All right. What? It's a simple question. Where were you? Tetsu and I, we've been making hot, sweaty man love. I've been kissing his sweet, tender, pale buns every single night. My hips and his ass cheeks have been just clapping. You know, like a bunch of bros at a frat party clapping as they're double teaming a poor girl who's clearly drunk and nobody's saying anything because it's okay to rape in a frat club. The whole house is responsible, and that's okay. Okay. But no, I've been fucking Tetsu on the side. He's the reason why I've been fucking this Dr. Pepper. I was in my own house asleep. That's no fucking alibi, dude. You just say, I was with Tetsu. We were 69ing. Gay. I could still feel the tip of his dick smashing against my uvula. Can anyone verify that? I mean, I just gave you an alibi. Well, no. No, actually. I see. Listen, Kamiko. How many people do you have in your house? Are you having an orgy over there that I'm just not fucking privy to? Is this the oyster situation again? Because listen, okay? If there's a fucking orgy, an end of the world orgy, I better fucking be there, okay? I don't care if I get fucking crushed. I better fucking be there. The lineage must go on. If I believe my whole family line is dead, you bet your ass I'm gonna be there. She narrows her eyes, her gaze appraising. Well, I'm not worth much, I can tell you that. I am just one bad day away from gunning down I don't know. What's like a store nobody will fucking miss? I'm like one bad day away from emptying a fucking light machine gun into a fucking closed Walmart. Where nobody's working there, and I'm just taking my anger out on all the fucking exorbitantly high game prices. You can find me fucking just going to town in the goddamn... Oh yeah, I forgot, in California we don't have shotguns at the fucking... at the Walmarts. You know what we have? We have some of the most garbage fucking shit. We have fucking bows that will break in like 3 uses. And then there's there's also the fucking weights. There's tons of those. Is this an interrogation? Yes. Courtney made one good point. If there is a traitor among us, we need to figure out who it is so we can protect ourselves. Well, I'll just have you know that I am an excellent imposter and an even better player of Town of Salem.
I am an excellent player of Town of Salem. I am the most deceptive son of a bitch in Town of Salem. My friends can testify to this. I lie about what my role is when we're on call. So, you know, it's one of those situations where you're going ahead and you're playing with your friends and you're all on VoiceCom while you're doing, you know, while you're all on Discord or TeamSpeak, whatever. I use TeamSpeak every once in a while. Alright. Anyway, so we would talk and everyone would be like, "What's your role?" And whichever one, I'd have to remember all the roles before we fucking played. And they would say what theirs were, and then I would just pick a random one that, you know, they hadn't said, and I would pretend like that was my role through the whole fucking thing. Poor fucking Nero. I killed that bastard so much in Town of Salem. If you're watching this, Nero, I miss you, bro. Do you suspect me? Honestly, let's take a minute here to actually think about this. I could understand why Kamiko would think it's us. Like, I really do, because we don't really. I don't know, we're not really. We're just basically the emotional support. And when you're just nothing more than emotional support, it gives you a position to manipulate the group into whatever you want them to be. Strangely enough, you can do that if you're basically the emotional support person. Like, you can, you know, basically you can treat these people as if they were nuclear warheads, and the person you don't like is the country you're launching them at. Hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon in the real world, man. And for anyone who's like, "Well, do you know this from personal experience?" No. You guys should study psychology. It's actually pretty fun to learn about. It is. Trust me. It's also quite helpful for helping people through things. So you decided to put... Do you suspect me? Not particularly, but it's important to question everyone. So she's a very bad detective then. A good detective suspects everybody, including themselves. And next thing you know, you're gonna have someone who's gonna end up being like fucking Patrick Star. He's gonna find out who the person was, and it would just have been him all along. True, I guess. I understand where you're coming from. Besides the fact that any of us could be a suspect, the others wouldn't like it if someone was given special treatment. That is true. You gotta treat everyone equally. It seems everyone's getting oysters in their fridge. So from between saying silly swans instead of silly goose or silly geese, I say silly swans, and instead of saying equality, I'm going to say oysters in everyone's fridge from now on. I fight for gender oysters. Yeah, my channel's fucking dead anyway. It pretty much is. If you're watching this, though, you're in my heart, man. And I love you. I hope things are going well for you, and if they aren't, I'm very sorry. But, you know, it'll get better eventually. Sometimes good days take a while to fucking load. It's like, good days are like Bethesda games when they're in the fucking loading screen. Sometimes they just fucking crash. Sometimes you don't get them for a while. Sometimes it takes forever for the fucking things to load. Let's just go ahead and leave that metaphor where it is. I also think we should try to figure out the Game Master's identity. Tetsu! Tetsu! It's fucking Tetsu! Oh, God. I think I'm starting to get sick. I've been coughing and saying, Tetsu! It's fucking Tetsu! For like hours. It's strange. To me personally. So we can report him to the police when we get out of here? Like, we're getting out of here. That's a real knee slapper, that one. Well, there's that, but also knowing who he is might help us understand his motives. Is he doing this for a reason? What does he want? Didn't he just fucking state it? There's a fucking killer among us.
And it's up to us to suss out who it is. Is that not what he's been telling us for hours?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure how to find information about him, so I've been focusing on questioning people instead. Well, I think you're gonna get the same fucking answer from pretty much everybody except for the people who were dead. I mean, let's think about this logically here. Two people who were known to be actually decent fucking people, fucking dead. Including a cop who's probably the strongest link and the voice of reason for the whole group. He was a seat of logic and reason, so he's fucking gone. And we have the second runner-up for that position, which is known as Kamiko, the strange albino woman who is wearing really tight pants for some reason. Tight pants are never my thing. I got too much dick and ball for that. It's true. It sucks. But let's take a moment to think about this. Everyone's pretty much gonna have the same alibi because after dark, or basically the curfew, nobody really goes to each other's houses, and those who do are either smashing or fucking murdering someone. So I mean, let's think about that for a minute. Whose story isn't gonna fucking hold up? You're pretty much gonna get the same story from everyone else, but you won't really know that for certain until you go and fucking ask everyone. And then you're basically putting a target on yourself. So, you know, I don't know. You really are determined to take charge, aren't you? Yeah, you know, what's with these fucking women just being in charge, man? I'm not okay with it. Okay. Someone has to. You know, you're right, Kamiko. I support your rise to power. I'm totally not going to conspire to take it from you in any way, shape, or form. A lot of people would be content to let someone else handle it. That's right. It's that sheep mentality. You allow yourself to be distracted by big, you know, sporting events or, you know, big things that happen in the news that seem to be just diverting attention from something else that's actually important that's happening. And once you realize that most news and journalism really only care about ratings and getting paid instead of actually, you know, putting what's true out there, and, you know, they just want to cause more suspicion than actually find out what the actual truth is. And once they find it, they get paid off for keeping it quiet, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's nothing." I mean, it's just a thought, yeah. I don't trust anything. She's quiet for a long moment, and then when she finally speaks, her voice is soft. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. As a child, I once failed to help someone who needed me. I wasn't strong enough, and ever since then, I vowed I'd become strong enough to protect people. That's such an anime answer. It hurts. This is my last relationship options right here. Praise her or don't praise her. You know what? If we don't stroke her ego, I'm kidding. She doesn't. Honestly, Kamiko doesn't really have much of an ego. Now that I'm actually thinking about her character, from what I remember, she doesn't really have much of an ego. It's not really like ginormous or anything. We could also choose to not praise her and instead make fun of her, but we're going to go ahead and spend these rubies because the first time I played this game, I didn't really spend rubies on shit. So we're going to go ahead and just choose all premium choices. Ain't no decision coin here, brother. I admire that. Really? Yeah, it isn't easy to respond to failure by vowing to do better and then following through for all these years. Once I set my mind to something, it's hard to dissuade me. I guess I'm a bit stubborn. It's a noble goal in general, too. Wanting to help people, wanting to protect people. There's nothing wrong with being stubborn there. Clearly, she has not watched fucking My Hero Academia. That's literally like the biggest problem of the whole fucking series. That, and I actually didn't really care much for it past the first season. I don't know, I kind of fell out of it, and then I forced myself to watch it when I saw it was on Netflix. And I was like, this is okay. I can see why it got popular. It's not bad. But it's definitely not my cup of tea. I'm glad you think so, Ember Fox. Yeah, me too. Especially at a time like this. We need people to take action. If you weren't here, I'm not sure how things would be right now. I swear to God. I wish I knew where all this fucking mucus was coming from. Now you're just flattering me, but... She suddenly sounds hesitant. Uh-oh. She's holding back. What is she holding back? What is it? A lot of guys don't like a woman taking charge. Well, you know, sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not. And when it's unnecessary, then there needs to be, you know, mutual partnership. Because if one, you know, basically it's like scales here. Let's say someone puts, you know, a loaf of bread on one side and someone puts a fucking bucket of clams on the other. Well, which one's going to be fucking heavier? Well, if you get 2 buckets of clams that weigh approximately the same, it's still going to be a little bit off. But if you put 1 clam each that are the exact same clam, but you clone them, only on the littlest bit will it appear even to the naked eye. But in true measurement, it will be slightly skew. And that's how much you should actually go ahead and have in a partnership. It just needs to be that 1% taken to make both 100% on both sides. So you take 1 from one side, and it's going to be 100 on one other. So let's just say they're both set at 99, and taking charge is that minor 1% that is tossed back and forth like a game of badminton or tennis, or like a game of Pong on the fucking Atari. That's what a relationship kind of should be. It should always be something to either, you know, and sometimes you can go ahead and cut it in half. So it'll be 99.5 on both ends. And that is truly where all of the oysters shall be put into the fridge. But no, I'm actually okay with a woman taking charge, as long as it's not permanent. I believe it should be tossed back and forth from time to time. Alright, well, I didn't realize I was paying a bunch of rubies for a little slice of feminism. Alright, let's see. Woman taking charge. Do we like it, or someone has to do it? Well, if we say we like it, we come off as a submissive yet breedable little puppy. And if we say, well, someone has to do it, then we're just choosing the true neutral. So, just like in SMT 5 Vengeance, I think I'm going to choose the chaos option. Okay. There's no chaos option here. We're going to go ahead and just say someone has to do it, because I'm not a submissive little bitch. Okay? Ain't no one pegging me. I ain't gay. Someone has to do it. That's true, but it doesn't mean you have to like the way it turns out. Well, you know, you either fucking take the damn oysters or you fucking don't. It's up to you. I feel a lot better with you working on the problem than, say, a bitch-ass motherfucker like Andrew. Just leave it there. What about your friend Tetsu? Tetsu's a fucking manipulative retard who's probably got a crush on someone here, which would explain why there's 3 young-ish girls here. Oh, I'm sorry. Ladies. I can't do like a Mungdal ladies thing, so... Otherwise I fucking would. Tetsu has his own plans. Besides, the more of us there are working toward a solution, the better off we'll be. And every time a fucking head will grow, two more sprout from it until someone burns the fucking nub. And yes, that was a Hydra metaphor. And the Hydra metaphor applies to this fucking game. I see your point. Well, at least someone does. Because I don't think anybody watches up to this point. According to my YouTube analytics, nobody really watches past 30 minutes. So I got like a whole 30 minutes on like about 50% of my fucking videos just being not viewed. Which is fine. People got things to do. As long as you watch it for 30 minutes, it's okay. I still get the view. Besides, it's not like you'd stop if I said I didn't appreciate it. Yeah, that's the other thing. Once someone takes charge, they take the reins entirely. And most of the time, they like having that control. Which is why something called control and charge will never truly be held by two separate pairs of hands. Only one. Just because you're holding on to it with one hand doesn't mean you're controlling it when someone else has two on it. Sometimes you're just being dragged along. You know me well, Ember Fox. I don't fucking know anybody anymore, dude. I've lost... You know what? We're not getting into that. Lost a lot of people. A lot of people wouldn't even know me if they saw me. Actually, you probably shouldn't stop just because it bothers someone else. Unless they have a legitimate reason for feeling that way. Yeah, like fucking racism, man. Let's throw racism in... Okay. What? I was just thinking if you told me to stop, maybe I'd consider it. But at the same time, if you said that, I might not feel the way I do, so then I wouldn't. This right here. This, ladies and gentlemen. Peak fucking writing. Alright, this right here. This explains the duality of women. Not of man, but of women. Okay. I really had to cut it out with the sexism. Otherwise, I don't think anybody's gonna watch these. I hope to God nobody watches these. I hope like maybe like 5 people watch this and it's cool. Nobody watches it ever again. Honestly, I should probably just delete all my videos. That's like 300 fucking videos to delete. You're losing me. What I'm trying to say is I respect your opinion, Ember Fox. The way you treat me is one of the reasons why. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my fucking nose is bleeding. What the fuck, man? Every time I fucking record, I have a fucking nosebleed. What the fuck? God, I swear I'm a fucking glutton for punishment at this point. Trying to respect the opinion, and in the way you treat me is one of the reasons why. Well, let's see. I feel the same way, or what are the other reasons? I'm not going to rely on the coin for this episode. Let's see. What are the other reasons, or I feel the same way? I am curious as to what the other reasons are. But at the same time, it would be good to have her in the deck. In our deck of cards. Under our manipulative manuscript. Hey, you know what? I'm curious. We're going to go and fuck with the reasons. What are the other reasons? And guess what? You're going to be finding that out in the next video. Because this video has been an hour long. And fuck you. No, I'm kidding. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, awesome. If you didn't, understandable. Have a nice day. Anyway, I'm sorry that this video took so long to come out, but I went ahead and I went back to edit a bunch of the stuff, and it didn't turn out very well. So I decided that I was just going to go ahead and trash most of the videos that I recorded, and we're going to go ahead and record the ones here, and it's okay, because I don't remember even half of the fucking shit I recorded. I want to record like another episode, I think, of this one, and then like 2 episodes of Kimono Girlfriend. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. But I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.